San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's dive deep into what this upcoming season could mean for the team that's been on the brink of greatness for years now. The road back to Super Bowl contention is never easy, but if there's a blueprint for getting there, it's rooted in staying healthy, stepping up in critical moments, and key players performing at their absolute best. The offensive line, for example, is one of the most crucial factors this year. And at the heart of that line stands Trent Williams. He's not just any tackle. He's the anchor protecting the quarterback's blind side, a role nobody else on the team can replace with the same level of impact. Last season, injuries limited his time on the field, and at 37 years old, his durability will be the defining element for the 49ers offense to truly thrive. If Williams goes down, the backups, whether it's Andre Dillard, Austin Pleasance, or Spencer Burford, will have a monumental task ahead trying to maintain the integrity of the line. The consequences of a weakened offensive front could ripple through every facet of the team's strategy, leaving quarterback Brock Purdy exposed and the ground game stalling. Speaking of the ground game, while Christian McCaffrey's health is obviously a big bonus and his dynamic playmaking ability elevates the team, the reality is Kyle Shanahan's system has proven to be adaptable and effective regardless of who is in the backfield. Over the years, Shanahan has guided running backs like Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert, Elijah Mitchell, and Jordan Mason to success thanks to a scheme that prioritizes strong blocking, creative play calling, and versatile runs. That's why the 49ers rushing attack doesn't hinge entirely on McCaffrey, though having him healthy is undeniably a plus. The versatility of the running backs and the offensive design is what allows the 49ers to keep defenses guessing and control the tempo of the game. Then there's the receiving corps, where a lot of the offensive firepower depends on Ricky Pearsall taking the next step in his development. After an injury-plagued rookie season that slowed his progress, Pearsall showed glimpses of brilliance with a few explosive plays, like his long touchdown runs and contested catches, that revealed his natural athleticism and potential as a top-tier wideout. But the question remains, can he stay healthy and consistent? With Brandon Ayuk's future uncertain due to injury concerns, Pearsall's leap becomes even more vital. If he can rise to the occasion, the 49ers will have a formidable trio featuring Ayuk, Pearsall, and George Kittle, who continues to be one of the league's most dominant tight ends. Kittle's recent contract extension reflects just how valuable he is as a reliable target and an emotional leader on the field. The depth behind those starters also matters, with players like Jawin Jennings, Demarcus Robinson, Jacob Cowing, and Jordan Watkins all vying for roles, each bringing different skills and strengths. This group represents the potential for a dynamic and balanced passing attack, but much hinges on Pearsall's progression and Ayuk's ability to return to form. Brock Purdy's role as the starting quarterback cannot be overstated. In 2023, he emerged as a critical piece for the 49ers, showcasing accuracy, poise, and the ability to lead under pressure. His performance earned him recognition in MVP discussions, which is no small feat for a player still solidifying his place in the league. The chemistry between Purdy and Shanahan is something that needs to continue developing. Shanahan, often praised for his innovative offensive mind, nearly clinched Coach of the Year honors last season, guiding an offense that ranked fourth in the NFL despite facing injuries and adversity. Purdy's ability to execute Shanahan's complex playbook is essential, especially with an offense that features multi-dimensional threats like McCaffrey on the ground and receivers who can stretch the field. On the defensive side of the ball, the 49ers have a younger group that will need to grow quickly to meet the high expectations of the fan base and coaching staff. The defensive line, once a strength, has shown signs of weakness due to depth issues and injuries, landing them near the bottom of the league in that area before the draft. Fortunately, the front office made moves to address this by adding promising rookies such as Mel Williams, Alfred Collins, and C.J. West, all of whom are expected to contribute immediately. If these young players can step up and solidify the front, it will help alleviate pressure on Nick Bosa, who has been the team's defensive cornerstone. Bosa's production over the past few years has been stellar, earning him Defensive Player of the Year honors in 2022 with an incredible sack total. Though last season he faced more double teams and missed some time due to injury, a healthy Bosa supported by a strong defensive line could transform the unit back into a dominant force. Fred Warner remains the irreplaceable leader of the defense, a player whose presence and reliability anchor the entire unit. He has been remarkably durable throughout his career, missing only a single game, and his role as a linebacker and defensive captain cannot be understated, alongside Warner. Players like Nick Martin and the young linebackers must elevate their games to maintain balance and consistency in the defense. The cornerback position is another area of concern, with limited depth making injuries especially costly. The starting trio of Demidor Leonard, Renardo Green, and Upton Stout must stay healthy and perform at a high level. Stout's versatility, particularly in the slot, could provide a much-needed boost in coverage, complementing the outside corners and helping the defense handle diverse offensive schemes they'll face throughout the season. Special teams, often an overlooked aspect of the game, have been a glaring weakness for the 49ers, and much attention will be on kicker Jake Moody, drafted in the 3rd round. An unusual choice for a specialist, Moody struggled mightily last year, missing several critical kicks and undermining the team's chances in close games. With the 49ers expected to be involved in tight contests again, the reliability of the kicker will be under the microscope. Moody's ability to improve and deliver in pressure situations could help justify his draft position and prevent special teams from becoming a liability. If Moody cannot perform, the team will face tough decisions, as missed field goals have cost the 49ers dearly in recent seasons. Looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers are at a crossroads where the potential for greatness is tangible, but so are the risks. Staying healthy, especially key players like Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and Nick Bosa, will be paramount. The young players on defense need to accelerate their development, and the offensive weapons must continue to gel with Brock Purdy under Kyle Shanahan's leadership. If all those pieces come together, the 49ers have the talent and scheme to be serious Super Bowl contenders once again. As we continue to break down what it will take for the San Francisco 49ers to return to their rightful place among the NFL's elite, it's clear that the path forward is layered with challenges, but also filled with promise. The mix of veteran leadership and youthful talent is there, but execution and health will dictate how far this team can go. One of the most fascinating aspects of this team is how Kyle Shanahan's offensive genius continues to evolve, even when faced with injuries to star players. His ability to adapt the scheme and find ways to win with the personnel on hand is impressive. Last season showed flashes of brilliance, but also moments where the offense struggled to maintain consistency, largely due to injuries and a few missed opportunities. The key for Shanahan and his staff this year is to build on what worked, fix what didn't, and maximize the talents of a roster that, on paper, is loaded with playmakers. Brock Purdy, as the young quarterback leading this charge, carries an immense responsibility, coming off a season where he proved he could handle the pressure of starting for a high-profile team. Expectations are now higher than ever. Purdy's accuracy, decision-making, and leadership will be under intense scrutiny as he faces defenses that will be scheming specifically to disrupt his rhythm. The 49ers offense thrives when the quarterback can trust his offensive line and his receivers, and that trust has to be re-established after last year's setbacks. Purdy's connection with George Kittle is a focal point. Kittle isn't just a reliable receiver, he's a force who can change the dynamics of a game with his toughness, route running, and blocking ability. His extension sends a clear message that the franchise views him as the cornerstone of the offense, someone who can keep defenses honest and open up opportunities for other skilled players. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are swirling around the NFL once again, and this time the spotlight is firmly on Miami Dolphins star cornerback JALEN RAMSEY. According to growing speculation in league circles, Ramsey could be pushing for an exit from South Beach, and reportedly has his eyes set on the San Francisco 49ers as a preferred destination. Nothing is official, of course, but multiple sources close to the situation suggest Ramsey is growing increasingly dissatisfied in Miami, while the Dolphins remain tight-lipped. The chatter around a potential trade is gaining serious traction. Some insiders believe Ramsey sees the 49ers as a near-perfect fit, both culturally and competitively. San Francisco, fresh off another deep playoff run, boasts one of the league's top defenses and is widely regarded as a Super Bowl contender. An appealing prospect for a veteran star eager for another shot at a ring. There's also the matter of scheme fit. Under Kyle Shanahan and defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen, the 49ers have shown an ability to maximize elite talent in the secondary, pairing Ramsey with players like Charvarius Ward and Talanoa Hufanga could elevate an already formidable unit into something truly special. Of course, finances and trade logistics would complicate any deal. Ramsey carries a hefty contract, and the Dolphins would likely command significant draft capital or young talent in return. But if the desire is mutual, and if Ramsey is indeed pushing behind the scenes, where there's smoke, there's often fire. Whether this is simply a power move, a calculated leak, or a genuine attempt to orchestrate a change of scenery, one thing is certain: Jalen Ramsey's name is back in the headlines. And if he does land in San Francisco, it could shake up the balance of power in the NFC. Stay tuned. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.